Alright, welcome to the Idiot's Guide on how to use Textora. So the first thing you need to do is head over to this URL. Once you're over here, you want to head over to code, download as zip. Once you've downloaded it, okay, you're gonna have to extract it. Okay, put this on my desktop. Rename to demo. Come over here. You type CMD over here. Or another way to do it is copy this path. Type CMD over here. Go CD and then type that, and then you'll end up here. But either way, once you're here, well, I'll keep this for the more advanced user. So if you are a general user and have like no knowledge of Python or anything, all you have to do is double click this exe, hit run, and you're done. That's all you need to do if you're a general user. So once you have this, you can type whatever you want, or like, let's say you copy and paste something from ChatGPT, you'll go over here. Otherwise, you can have like, let's say you have a document or something, you can enter that document here, and then you'll display it as text. You can edit this text however you want. Say now, let's say we have a typing speed of 120 words per minute, and for demonstration purposes, I'll have a 100% accuracy. If I head over to monkey type, and there's three ways to start it. You can click the start typing button. You can use the shortcut Control-Alt-T, or you can just press the escape button. So I'll just do Control-Alt-T. And this will obviously continue type for you, and then it will show you that it has a output of 120 words per minute. Alright, it's pretty spot on, right? Yeah. So 123, basically 120 words per minute. Monkey type sometimes messes up, but it's pretty solid 120 words per minute. So now you can obviously type whatever you want again, upload the text file again. Let's say you're typing a document, right? And then you can start it. Oh, right. If something, you see, I even made the mistake here. It'll say invalid typing speed or accuracy, because I forgot to input the. So I'll just say I have like a 200 words per minute accuracy. Type 200 words per minute typing speed. I have 100% accuracy. Alright, let's say we're typing really fast, right? And sometimes you can't always do Control-Alt-T, because in Google Docs, like Control-F is like, a shortcut. So if you try to type in Control-Alt-T, you might end up typing something else because the keyboard is typing for you. So in that case, you're typing, and you can just hit the escape button and it'll just stop. And if you press the escape button again, it'll continue typing for you. And that's basically the general use case of this, right? You get something from ChatGPT, you put it in here, you select typing speed, select an accuracy. Oh, let me demonstrate accuracy, yeah. So let's say we have this text, right? I have a generally, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do a high typing speed. But if you actually want to use this, you generally want to have a lower typing speed because, when you're typing something, you usually have to think of what you're typing before you type it. So if you type very fast, it's going to be kind of suspicious. Like, how can you type so fast? And like, yeah, especially if you're just copying from ChatGPT. So have a generally lower typing speed, maybe around like 60 to 75 range, but even lower if your typing speed is not that fast. But let's say we have a 96% accuracy, right? And then the general rule for accuracy is don't like go below 90 because like then it's like, you're messing up the spelling of simple words. But so let's say we have 96% accuracy, and then what you'll see is it'll make mistakes on purpose and then correct itself, which is what a human would do, right? So generally having like, if you have a like 97, 98% accuracy, that's pretty good because then you'll just like mess up sometimes and then quickly, exactly just like there, quickly resolve it. And then this shows like, sort of humanizes the typing experience. That's the use case for the general user, right? Obviously, you can use these buttons; they all work. But I just generally just like using the shortcut Control Alt T or Escape. So let's say you're not a general user; you're a bit more advanced. This is where the CMD is gonna come in, right? First thing you want to do is check if you have Python installed. You can do that by doing that. And then you need to have Python in your path. And what I mean by that is like you go into edit your environmental variables and you click environmental variables here and you head on to path. You should see something like this, like you have Python 3.10, Python 3.11, something like that. Or you can download Python here, download the latest one, or yeah, just look at the end of support. But there will be an option to like add Python as path, and you want to do that. You want to double check that it's in here. But once you have that, you should be able to do the second part. So what you want to do is create an env. So this is not the command you're going to run. This is the command that I'm going to run because like I have it set up. So yeah, this is the command you're going to run. Py-m venv side space env. So once you run this command, right, it's going to create a virtual environment for you. So that protects your like, because this has dependencies that you're not always going to be using. So just keeping it in this virtual environment is like good practice. And then I'm going to run this command, but you're not going to run it. Yeah. Oh, because it doesn't show. I think I have it on my clipboard. Yeah, this is the command you're going to run. venv /scripts /activate. This is the command you'll run in order for this to work. Because if you run this command or run this command, it won't work on your computer. It'll only work on mine. But once you've done this, you're going to, again, not run this command. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, not run this command, but rather run this one. Pip install -r requirements.txt. This might actually take a bit to install. Okay, it's going to use my cache, but for you it won't use cache. You'll have to actually download it, so it might take a bit. But what's this basically doing is it's going to give you access to an additional feature. And of course, if you want, you can like look through the code, make sure I'm not injecting any malware in your computer. But like, this is the Python library that I'm using, real-time STT or real-time speech to text. And the reason why it couldn't fit into this original exe is because it's like quite complex, and the exe ended up being like multiple gigabytes instead of the current, how much is it right now? 10 megabytes, yeah. That's gonna take a bit, but Also just leave the exe in here. If you really want, you can create a shortcut. Pretty sure that's still an option somewhere. Yeah, create a shortcut, and then you can put this shortcut on your desktop or something like this. Alright, you move it here. This will work, right? Yeah, this will work. Okay. So name this whatever, like Textora or something. Right, and then you just have the shortcut on your desktop, and then you won't have to go into the folder every single time and run the exe. This way you just have a shortcut on your desktop. But I don't need it, but Python is sometimes slow. I do have it already set up somewhere else. I don't know. Let's see. You would run this command though, like after this is done, you would run pi. Oh, it would be underscore. No, it wouldn't be underscore. It would be lowercase. No, this is. Alright, yeah, because it would be because this is lowercase. It will be pi space lowercase m main.py. Alright, so now that this is running, you have this right here. So the new feature, or the feature that you get with this method of doing it, is like you get this recording audio and then stop recording audio. So the use case of this would be like, say you're brainstorming for an essay or something like that, and you have the words in your head, but you aren't able to articulate it in writing. With this, you can just like sort of start speaking and get something down on paper, edit it a bit, and then just use this to finish typing the rest of your essay or whatever. That's probably the best way to put it, yeah. So for demonstration purposes, I'll just read this sentence or this excerpt, and then yeah, to show the feature. So if you click start recording, it'll show this as, once it shows active, you start speaking. 2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that eventually he churned that cream into butter and crawled out. Gentlemen, as of this moment, I am that second mouse. And then that's basically it. And it's still recording my voice, and like you can see the output. Yes, so it works pretty good. So, and it has some, it has some grammar and it has like commas and whatnot. But so now you have this output, right? And then let's say you're even more of an idiot, right? You're like an extreme idiot. All right, and then use your shortcut Control Alt T. It doesn't work, and you're like asking, why doesn't it work? Well, most likely the reason would be like you have invalid typing speed or accuracy. right? So you have to select it accuracy, like let's say, you have to select the typing speed and accuracy, and let's say it's like 110 or 120, and just to like make it more idiot proof, you're not allowed to type any letters in this, so you're only allowed to type numbers. So you can't really mess this up, so just make sure you put something down. So let's say we have like a 99% accuracy, and then if you run the shortcut now, Control Alt T, there it types it for you. And something to keep in mind, right? Let's say you want to pause it while it's typing. You want to hit the escape key and not Control Alt T, because as it's typing, right? What if you were doing Control and it types in F? See, now that brings up something else, and so we're gonna try to do the shortcut but end up actually doing something else, and it won't stop the program. So what you want to do is press the escape button to stop it, and then press escape again to continue it. Yeah. And then it's typing what I said. Done. Whatever. So that's the use case if you are, more advanced and you want this recording feature. But, it's generally not necessary if you're just going to copy and paste from ChatGPT or whatever other AI you use. Alright, so this is finally finished, right? If you were to see here, you would type in pi, main.py. Just bring up the same application. There's no difference. You do the exact same thing I showed earlier. Well, yeah. For this recording feature, it's pretty demanding. So, if you have a nice GPU, then that would be helpful. But I think it should work either way. So yeah, that's it. It brings up the same application. Make sure you have something in here, like you can type whatever, have upload a text file, copy paste from ChatGPT. It'll all work. Just make sure you set typing speed and accuracy, and then you're good. That's it. Type smarter, not harder.